Hey guys, welcome back to Free Car Repair. Today will be super helpful video guys. To any of you having a Ford F-150, I'm talking about that generation from year 2015, 16 and 17. If you have one of those and your guys dash control switches, okay, do not work, this is known as the Fcim switches guys. Stay with us, we'll explain where the fuse is located. You need to check that fuse. You may have two fuses in two different fuse boxes that you will need to check. All that will be covered today. In addition, we will explain where you can buy cheap fuses and relays. That way you don't waste your time and money, and why it's important to test fuses and relays as well. All that will be covered today. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car that we'll get here at the garage, we'll try to make every single fuse video and show you where it's located. Why we do that? Because if you're in the middle of the road guys, in the middle of nowhere, and you need to find that fuse specifically, it will take you a shorter amount of time to just search for that video instead of looking for the manual in your glove box. And most of the times people lose their manuals, and if you don't know which fuse, let's say, to replace for ignition coils, fuel injectors, fuel pump, you may be just stuck in the middle of nowhere. So that's why we are making all these videos guys. We're constantly working here at the garage. We're taking things apart, as you can see. And if you want to check out guys, we have 3 channels that altogether have more than 1.1 million subscribers. Okay, we have all the mechanical work there. This channel that you're watching right now, we're going to list, okay, the fuse videos here, so we can save you guys time, money, and we can make it conveniently for you guys. So let's start on it now. So we'll demonstrate on 2016 Ford F-150 that we have here. If you open guys the hood on your Ford F-150, right under the hood you will have your car battery right here, and behind the car battery you have one fuse box that you need to open. That's the cover. Once you open that fuse box, you're going to see guys fuse layout just like that, okay, and you will be on this side. This will be towards the windshield side. Now, before we continue, let us guys explain why it's important to test fuses and relays. That way you don't waste your time and money. So let me explain why it's super important guys to test fuses. Fuses, not often you can see if they're burnt or they're good. Sometimes they may seem perfectly fine, you think it's a good fuse, you put it back in, and you end up spending money and time on parts and problems that do not exist guys, when all you had to do, test your fuse, find out it's bad, replace it, fix your problem. So we will have a video how to test a fuse, okay, different kinds of fuses, and how to test relays guys. We're going to put the link in the description of the video below specifically to that video. Please check it out. So you can see you have different kinds of fuses, right guys? You have the all kinds of different fuses. Relays, if you're in the middle of nowhere or a small town, you may not be able to find a spare, or they could be really expensive. I recommend to keep some spares in your glove box. That way, for peace of mind, you won't be stuck in the middle of nowhere. We'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them from at a good price and quick shipping for your convenience. So right here we have guys that fuse panel, and in that fuse panel, right here, if you can see, in that row we're going to come. If you come and start from the bottom, we'll count fuse number 1, 2, 3, 4. That 15M fuse is the one for the Fcim module. This is the front dash controls switches guys there. Now you have another fuse box that's located inside your Ford F-150, and it's in the kick panel on the passenger side in the footwell. That kick panel, you open the cover and you will see a fuse box that will look okay just like that. Those are the fuses. Now let's explain guys, okay, which fuse you will need to check here. You have one more fuse that you will need to check specifically, and here guys, okay, they go in different order. So you see it starts like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they go like that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But it's a double fuse. You need to replace the whole fuse. That fuse number 13 guys, but it's actually fuse number 12, but you need to replace it together with the other one. You need to check that one as well. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.